Here, the class intervals and frequencies were noted according to the question. Okay, first of all, let's identify our mid values. That means X column values. To do that, what do we need to do? We have to add our lower class boundary with upper class boundary. Lower class boundary 151, upper class boundary 175. So 151 should be added with 175 divided by number 2. So let's find the sum of 151 plus 175 should be divided by number 2. So that will give you 163. 163. Similarly, for the next one, 176 plus 200 should be divided by number 2 will give you 188. 188. Then after 201 plus 225 should be divided by number 2. That will give you 213. 213. Then after 226 plus 250 divided by number 2, 238. 238. You can see all the numbers are increasing by the value 25. Okay, 25. If you found that relationship, you can easily add up by using number 25 to construct this is kind of arithmetic progression, no? 263. Okay, 263. Then after with that, you should add number 25. That will give you 288. Then with that, you should add furthermore 25. 313. With that, another addition of 25. 338. And finally, with that 25, 363. Okay, this is the way you have to complete your mid-value table. You should add the lower class boundary and upper class boundary should be added with each other and should be divided by number 2, kind of average. Okay, then after, what is our model class? Okay, model class in this data distribution. Model class means the class interval which has highest number of frequencies. Higher number of frequencies. In the frequency column, you can see 21 is the highest one. Okay. Its respective class intervals, okay, is its respective class intervals. Mid value is our assumed mean. It should be our assumed mean. Assumed mean. Okay, this should be our assumed mean in this case. Okay, what is our assumed mean? Which is 263. Okay, we found our assumed mean as 263 with the help of assumed mean and each class mid value. From the each class mid value, you should subtract this 263. Okay, 163 from its class boundary, you should subtract 263. Okay, that will give you negative 100. Negative 100. Then from 188, you have to subtract assumed mean, which is that will give you 100 negative 75. Similarly, when you subtract the following one, negative, that will give you negative 50. Likewise, negative 25, this one should be 0, positive 25, positive 50, positive 75, and positive 100 respectively. Okay, how I found it? I'll repeat once more. From model class intervals. Okay, model class means the one which is holding higher number of frequency. Its mid values. Okay, from its mid value, we can conclude that one as our assumed mean. From each class boundaries mid value, we have to subtract the assumed mean. That will give you the deviations. Then after, what do we need to do? We have to complete the table with FD column. Okay, FD column, that's our final task here. We have to multiply the frequency with its deviation. So, frequency is 5, no? Frequency is indicated as 5 here. Then deviation is negative 100. So, 5 multiplied with negative 100 will give you negative 500. Negative 500. Then 7 multiplied by negative 75. 7 times 75, that will give you negative 525. You should multiply correctly. Then 7 negative 50s are negative 350. Then 10 times negative 25, negative 250. 21 times 0, 0. Then 25 times 16, that is 400, positive 400. Okay, positive 400. Then after 10 times 50, that is 500. 8 times 75. 8 times 75, that will give you 600, positive 600. Then finally 6 times 100, that is positive 600, positive 600 again. Here you should get the summation of negative values first. Okay, sum of negative FD values. Okay, that will give you negative 500, negative 525 plus negative 350 plus negative 250. So finally that will give you, I'll raise this assumed mean here. Okay, we found our assumed mean as 263 now. Okay, here summation of these values will give you negative 1625. 1625. Then let's get the summation of the positive values. That will give you 400, 500, 600 and 600 will give you positive 200 and positive 2000, positive 2100, positive 2100 should be our summation of positive FD values. Yeah. Then after we have to get the summation of these two also. Okay, we found our negative values separately and positive values separately. Furthermore, we have to add up these values. So that means positive 210 minus 1625, that will give you positive 475. Positive 475 should be our sigma FD. Sigma FD is positive 475 here. We found our sigma FD correctly. Then we have to get summation of the frequency, sigma F. For that we have to add all the values in the F column. Okay, let's add them. 5 plus 7 plus 7 plus 10 plus 21 plus 16 plus 10 plus 8 plus 6. So that will give you totally that is 90. Okay, sigma FD. We found our sigma FD as positive 475, sigma F as 90. Okay, let's finalize our value for mean. Okay, mean is equals to assume mean plus sigma FD upon sigma F. Sigma FD upon sigma F. Okay, our assumed mean is model class mid value, which is 263. Okay, 263. 263 plus the sigma FD value. We found our sigma FD value as positive 475. Positive 475. That should be divided by sigma F. Okay, this one should be sigma F. Sigma FD divided by sigma F. Sigma F means summation of frequencies, that is 9. So let's divide it. 263 remains same as it is. 475 should be divided by number 90. That will give you 475 divided by 90. So that will give you around 5.28 or 5.27. Both are correct. Okay, I'll take it as 5.27. 5.27 or 28. Both are correct. Okay, when you consider about your third decimal value, it should be 5.28. If you are limited your division up to second decimal digit, your answer is 5.27. Both are correct. Okay, with that, we have to add 263. Okay, it should be 263, not 26. 263 added with 5.27. Finally, that will give you 268.27 as your assumed mean. This is our assumed mean finally. Okay, mean, assumed mean plus actual mean. Okay, to find the actual mean, assumed mean plus sigma FD upon sigma FD. We substituted according values to found our final answer as 268.27. In exams, you will not encounter these questions, but for your practice, you should understand how to deal with the operations. Yeah, many operations, arithmetic operations, multiplications. Yeah, okay. These are some multiplications. Okay, think about it. These are some multiplications. You should multiply f and d values to get your ft column. Then here, this is about division, summation and division by 2. This is about subtraction. Finally, here also division and addition. You are clear with all the arithmetic operations, you can do this question.